What's up, YouTube? It's Nats Man 72. That's it. Cannot go down the wrong road with tears for fear. Hey, I just wanted to do a video this morning. A little coffee talk with my soda, with my Diet Sun Drop Cherry. I like putting the videos that I watch during the day back here, different YouTubers and stuff. Watch content, stuff on work. So I'm taking a break from work for a little bit. But just trying to change things up instead of posting it in the evening. So different times of the day, not looking to have an audience. Let's see who is commenting on this. What's up, Connor? You doing all right, brother? Well, hope you're doing good, man. Having a good day here in North Kakalaki. But I just wanted to talk about a topic. A lot of stuff's coming up about it. I'm seeing a lot of different videos and on the subjects, sort of in a roundabout way. But if you didn't watch the Filmington and those back pages video from this past week, I think you need to go watch it. Filmington's a flipper, prospector, a little bit of a self-proclaimed collector, which is very possible. A lot of people say it's not true, but it's true. You can flip and collect, but there are two distinct sides of that as well, with a mix-up of the two. And with that being said, you got that. And so I wanted to talk about that, and then I wanted to talk about being on YouTube and content, and then that kind of thing, getting started in YouTube like I am, and several of us are. So without further ado, let's get started. On the topic of collecting, I am a PCer myself. You have discussions and groups that talk about, you have PC people that all they do is solely collect. Eric, from those back pages, it fits that category the best that I know of. So he collects to collect. And there's two things that he consistently says in his videos, and if you go back and watch them, is that and I'm going to put it on here. Let's get my little banners. I don't have a moderator or anything. I do all this all myself. But collect what you love and love to collect. No matter who you are, that's what you need to remember. Get back in the hobby for collecting. Remember that. It's really hard starting back into the hobby from being out of it. I would be interested if Connor, if you're on here, if you want to jot a comment, and I'll throw it up here. But if you're starting out completely with no prior history, do you feel influenced when you do research on YouTube or in blowout forums and stuff to start collecting certain cards only, like the high runners, Bowman First, super refractive, one of one auto gemmed in crystal unicorn blood or something? I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, that's the way I felt when I got back into it. So, do research. Don't feel pressured if you're new to the hobby or new coming back into the hobby after a break. Don't feel like you have to run after these big cards, because that's what everybody's doing. You've got people that are in the community now that I wasn't aware of until this past year getting back into the hobby. Is you've got guys that are sneakerheads and people with some deep pockets that are investors. And they're looking at this solely as an investment, just like stocks and bonds and commodities, gold and silver. I mean, that's what this is. It's a business. It's not a passion. It's not a love. And so I got a comment here. See, So you didn't feel like you got pressured into getting certain cards or certain runs. Okay, cool. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate that, brother. Anybody else got any comments? I'll post them up there as long as they're subject material, subject related. But you're watching these, and some of these guys on here, they're making some big money, but they've got a lot of capital invested. So I had a talk with a friend of mine the other night. That's in the YouTube community in the hobby. Sorry, and they said that there was you're running after a card, like in breaks or in these certain high end cards. You're chasing these cards. And the experience that I've had and talking to some people and listening to some various reliable content creators in YouTube is that go after the base sets like Series 1. Series 2 stuff typically isn't the cream of the pie compared to Series 1 product, but go for the flagship stuff. That's what you want. Now, you can certainly flip within that. What I do is I pull stuff and I flip some stuff to pay for certain cards because I know that I'm having to bid against baubles and guns for Victor Robles now. So any Victor Robles stuff, I know I'm probably bidding against them, and that's a joke, y'all. But they like Victor Robles too. But I do that. I'll offset. I bought a case of 2020 Top Series 1, had pre-ordered it, paid for it, had a pull come out of it, and it paid, the one card paid with profit that case of cards. And that doesn't happen all the time for somebody in my situation. If you're buying cases upon cases, I mean, somebody's got capital to pay that, and you're trying to get that big hit. So don't feel pressured to chase after cards. The best advice I've seen and been given by reliable people in the hobby that are honestly trying to help people is go after the base stuff. With that being said, keep thinking what this is. Collect what you love and love to collect. There's nothing else better. Don't let anybody influence you that the card that you've got is not worth anything. That's not the go-to card to get. Man, don't listen to that negative stuff. Don't listen to that. I've got cards that I'm sure that ain't worth nothing to nobody as far as a flipping retail. But that's not why I've got it. You want to be the point. You want to be the alpha. You want to be a wolf, not a lamb. Don't follow, it's like what parents and told us growing up is don't follow what the group's doing. Make an individual decision about what you want to do. And that applies in the hobby because you can quickly let this get out of control. Running after big cards. It can be financially distressing. This should be disposable income that you have. If it comes down to buying baseball cards and putting food on the table or paying rent or leaving the lights on or the water on, you're making that decision. You may need to get some help. You may need to step away from the community. And Connor makes a great point right here. Is what I'm saying. He's validating what I'm saying. Connor's a young man and is super cool. Y'all need to go follow his channel, by the way, Collecting with Connor. He is knowledgeable. Man's helped me out on stuff. And I call him man because he's the man. He knows his stuff. He knows more about modern baseball card stuff than I do. Only problem is he's like the Yankees and he doesn't believe Zimmerman is going to get in the Hall of Fame. I'm picking with you. But yeah, go follow Collecting with Connor, his channel, man. Help the guy out. He's super nice. And that's the thing about the hobby is once you get involved with collecting and you want to reach out to people, you're going to quickly find those that want to help you and don't want to help you and gravitate to the people that you see helping people and hearing that they help people. and that they're putting good content out to be positive. But yeah, just know that you gotta be educated as part of this. It's not as simple as when I was a kid, and many of us my age are mid to late 40s or early 50 guys getting back into this hobby. Is that it's not simple just going to go buy a pack of cards. You've got guys that are wiping retail out. You've got retail store employees coercing the vendors to buy product before it hits the shelf. You got distributors, in my opinion, if this is true, if they're selling product out in the parking lot before they bring it in the store, which they're contractually obligated to supply, man, that's some jacked up more for a piece of cardboard. Come on. It's crazy. There's more important stuff going on. So you just need to remember that, it's a piece of cardboard. It's not a living thing. The only innate value to that card is once you give it. You're going to find that as a collector, if you start flipping, or if you decide to do flipping as prospecting. Prospecting guys, even as a collector, you're wanting cards. You're not stupid. You do want cards in your collection that has value. So yeah, absolutely. And to say different would be wrong, and not transparent. But you need to just think long and hard on what you do. And then with that being said, the flipper, the prospector, the PCer have in common is that this is a long-term investment. It's not really short-term stuff on big items. And short-term turnaround ROI, a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of different factors that you need to consider with that. You need to consider cost. You need to consider shipping times. If you get product graded, how long it's away at this grading service. Once you're missing out on a listing compared to different stuff. So, there's a lot of factors. Bobbles is on here now. He's saying he's ducking in and out of lunch. So I appreciate you jumping on here, brother. Connor, I'm going to address that in just a second. But Connor, you made me lose train of thought. But yeah, you just need to be mindful of that. It's a long-term haul. Short-term, if you want ROI, that's what I was like. If you want a very good explanation of ROI, you need to check out Bobbles and Ball Cards video on that. He does some pretty good analytic reviews of SGC and ROI compared to PSA and Beckett stuff. And it's honestly probably the best video I've seen on ROI. What that is. A lot of people just think ROI is comparing prices on the last eBay. They say, well, PSA 10 got this, but your SCGC got this. Well, you didn't think about how long that PSA sat on there, how many other SGC products I was able to flip on year one. I could have got 2 or 3 of those done to year one. So my ROI is better than yours. So that's just stuff to think about. And then, I was talking with my local card shop owner, and a term that y'all will hear if you're not familiar with it is LCS. So that can be local card shop or local comic shop, depending on what community you're in. So LCS. So if you hear that said or seen, that's what they mean, your local card shop, hobby shop for cards. But I was talking to him about 2 weeks ago when I was in there, seeing if he had any of the Bowman in. And, long story short, the discussion came up about prospecting, flippers, and breakers. And Connor makes the point I don't have a problem with prospecting. I don't have a problem with flippers. Don't. I got a problem is when you hoard entire product and the manufacturer and distributors play right along with it. That's the difference. They're pulling retail. They're not really pulling stuff from the distributor, like get stuff shipped to them like a store. With that being said, my local card shop, Scott's Collectibles in Concord, I guess technically in Kannapolis. They're off I-85 exit 58 in the Cloverleaf Plaza in Kannapolis, Concord, North Carolina. But he made a good point. He's like that they do that the breakers, the way orders come in is that depending on how much product you've already sold, to include a 3-year period of prior orders is how they figure what new product you're going to get. Well, the breakers have broke so much stuff that nobody wanted, that's jacked their averages up, and that's how they're getting product, according to my LCS owner. So stuff that the hobby shops wouldn't sell, these breakers have gone through and made their foundation for their business, and now they're reaping the rewards of doing those breaks for that crappy product. So now they're getting the high-end stuff because they've shown to the distributors and to the manufacturers is that I've bought all this, I've been loyal to you, kind of thing. And that's what they look at. So yeah, they're they do the they're vital to the community. It's keeping fresh stuff. It's keeping those hits out there. You know, honestly, in my opinion, the only persons that are not getting feel like they're not getting a fair deal maybe from breakers is other breakers that may not be able to get product, or individuals that are buying cases to flip, kind of thing. I don't see Gary V doing that. I don't know, but that's just me. But want to lead into real quick. I don't want this video to go real long, but I just want to say that if you could hit the subscribe button and the like button, which will lead into us talking about YouTube. Got a lot of YouTube channels now that are paying for subscriptions and for early content and special stuff. You pay a premium. Now, there's some good product out there that is premium that you're going to pay for, that I would pay for, but I'm not going to pay $50 a month to do it. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford $500 a year to do that when I can do what leg work I need to. Would it be easier to see the cool graph and stuff? And is it informative from what I've seen? Absolutely. If you got the money, then great. I'm all down for it. I financially can't afford it, and it's not my priority. And my priority for my hobby to do that. And I don't make enough to do that for flipping anyway. You know, I'm trying to pay for a SGC order to bobbles. So, you know, on the YouTube channels, the only thing I can think of is that I've seen 1 or 2 videos, but it hasn't been anybody from the hobby, is where they're saying that YouTube has a new algorithm and it has to do with monetization. And this was back at the end of the year, first of the year that I recall seeing it. And so essentially you made like a penny or something on commercials that ran during your video. And then the longer you watch somebody watched the video, or they watched the whole thing, depending on how much kickback you got for that video being on your channel, you allowing it to happen, kind of thing. Well, I heard all that changed, and they got really strict and were knocking people's contact and demonetizing people. So there's been a movement, people going to Twitch, and then there's been a movement here in the last 6 months where people are doing memberships and stuff like Patreon is, but it's through YouTube, I guess. I'm not really sure because I'm not doing it. And there's guys that I follow that are doing it, and it sucks for me because I'm wondering what real content I'm getting, especially if they do like a live chat on YouTube and then they're only taking questions from their paid subscribers. Well, what about the YouTubers that have been following you from the beginning? I don't know. Some of the best advice I've ever gotten on my YouTube channel, and I've been fortunate enough to have been getting some subscribers. I've got some shout outs. I've had an awesome interview. We'll discuss all that. But Andy from She Blinded Me with Refractors channel had a video, and I'd always followed him, and he was taking questions. So I jumped on there. And he said, be you, not someone else, just to get likes and subs, basically. And I paraphrased his quote that he gave me, and Stoff said the same thing. Man's got the funniest ass video for sports card hobby with Slabgate that's ever been created is Stoff. You've got to check it out. It is freaking hilarious. And Stoff, if you watch this, please put some more content out like that. That is hilarious. I would love to collab with you on something, man. That would be awesome. But huge fan. But you know, I don't make videos. I don't fault anybody for doing giveaways and stuff like that. I don't do it. I do the videos for me, and that's what Andy has told me too. Andy's kind of been like Andy's been a mentor to me, and he wasn't aware of it. We've talked and gotten to know each other a little bit, and has been very helpful. Whether it's been reaching out saying, hey, take a look at these basketball cards. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm new to this. You know, is this something that I do good on this? I like the card, but, you know, I'm paying a couple extra bucks for it. Is it worth it? Kind of thing. So he's been great. So, you know, I make the videos for me. I'm not making them for, I'm not worried about, I'm not losing any sleep on getting subscribers and stuff. I think it's kind of funny. I got a thumbs down for the Elite Code 3. So somebody must have not liked Elite Code or Bobbles. I can't figure it out because I ain't never had no thumbs down before. And me and Bobbles were actually talking about thumbs down on his page coming up. And it's like embracing the haters. So it's pretty cool. Some of these guys have said, you know, expect you're going to get negative feedback from people that are just going to hate. They have nothing else to do than to slam a video because of this and that. Now, with that being said, you need to know when positive, constructive criticism is given. Understand the tone that it is being given. It's hard to do that in messages down below. Snoop, on one of my very first videos, this isn't the phone, but like I had a phone and I had this phone, the block. So did that, and I had it camera reversed, and I knew it wasn't supposed to do that. But Snoop took the time out to be positive and trying to help somebody. Said, "Hey, flip it. You want to do it from this perspective, not this perspective." So, you know, I've had some people I've seen on pages where somebody's that's trying to give them some positive information, and they took it the wrong way. And you just got to remember that if it's a positive manner in which they're doing it, they're not slamming it. I think it's going to be overtly obvious when somebody's being a dick. And I think the biggest kickback I've had has been on Instagram and hadn't been on YouTube. Like I said, I don't have many followers. I've only got like 80 something followers, which is all good because I got some shout outs. But, and that leads to the YouTube video. I've had some Instagram messages sent to me questioning the Elite Code 3 interview and why I got set to private. Well, there was audio issues, and So I wanted to respect, man, that's hilarious. Thanks, Connor. What subject should I teach? Um, so what would be, when you've got people that you're asking to take time out of their schedule to interview on this, and that's a channel that I want my direction to go to, is doing interviews like that. Still doing reviews and stuff, but more focused on that. I think that's a niche that you don't really see a lot of. But there was an audio issue. They didn't feel comfortable with the audio, so they asked to make it private. And we can go from hobby numbers. That's hilarious. Oh man, well, you got an A, brother. Let's see. But yeah, just so that's what we've done. I will tell you this: Nolan hasn't. Nolan wants to actually do the video with me and Bobbles on there. So I think that's really cool. He's invited us to his channel, so we'll get that set up. I will say I've got so far I've got agreement to a Tops Project 2020 artist. That's agreed. I'm waiting to hear back from his people on scheduling. It's only been a couple of days. So hopefully I'll hear something in the next day or two or early next week and have that scheduled. But yeah, as soon as I get that confirmed, I'll get that posted as a premiere. Got some other guys that are big in the hobby. Maybe this will put a little bit of pressure on one of them, but I want to interview Andy from She Blinded Me with Refractors and Eric, those back pages. I would really love to pick their brain and get some questions. And then if y'all have ever got any questions that you want asked to somebody, hit me up on Instagram, Natspan72, and DM me, and I'll be more than happy to do that. I'll actually do a post when I get done here on that. But just waiting to hear back from them on that. I would love to interview some other guys too in the breaking community, some other, different folks. You don't have to be big channel stuff for me to want to reach out. And if you're interested and you think you've got a good topic to discuss, please reach out to me on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. I got off of Facebook for political reasons. And flat out didn't like the direction Facebook's going. So I closed down all my pages. I'm on Instagram. I know they're owned by Facebook or whatever, or vice versa or whatever, but Instagram's a lot better. I don't do sales on Instagram really. I only made one sale, and that was in Bobbles group, which is a really good group. Part of me wants to get back on Facebook, but I ain't going to do it. But that's all about that. But yeah, if you've got any questions you want asked or any topic suggestions, please reach out to me. It would be awesome to get that. And if you're interested about being interviewed, that would be great. I've interviewed Nolan and Bobbles. Those were my first two. Nolan, is the GOAT in the hobby, and Bobbles is on fire for the SGC community. I mean, he's on fire, man. And I appreciate both of them being on here. But yeah, if you're interested, got a good topic, want to talk, we can do some coffee talk. I'm trying to come up with a name. I don't want to use coffee talk because that was Saturday Night Live. I don't want to be all cheesy like that. So I don't know. But gotta have fun. You gotta have fun collecting. You gotta have fun flipping. You got to have fun breaking. You got to have fun YouTubing. You got to have fun watching content. So, let's help each other out. Be cool. Let's not let the dicks take over in comments and spam and stuff. Let's have, what happened to having fun? It's like it's become a business. That's that is the biggest thing I've seen. It's just sucks. Sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Um, you can't even afford to buy junk wax anymore. But you can call it March card talk. What's that mean? I'm old, man. Give me the hip. Give me the new lingo. Once MOCH card taught me. What's that? Do I need to Wikipedia it? Even though we can't use that as a cited, we can't cite Wikipedia, which is crazy. Because you can go in there and change it. Did you know that? You can go on Wikipedia and like change stuff. Just change stuff. You can create your own page on Wikipedia. Is that not a Mocha? Oh, okay, Mocha. Mocha. Oh man, I like that, Connor. Connor, can you give me a okay to use that for licensing? I don't want you suing me. If it got down, if it got big, man, I'd cut you a check, bro. See, now it's out there on the internet. It's forever. Mocha card talk. Mocha card. That's pretty cool. I told the wife, I don't know, too. Just a side note, should I get a green screen? You can get a little bitty, collapsible green screen. But I kind of like the idea of having the TV on in the background with the different videos, especially if it's somebody that's got a channel on YouTube and like having their stuff pulled up. That's why I do it. But I moved my work office to the office, and so our personal stuff, laptop came out here to hook up. So, but man, I hope everybody has a great day. This went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I appreciate everybody that's been in and out of this thing. If you want, I got a couple of things listed on eBay. It's Cotton Top _cards, and my Instagram is natsman72, all one word. So feel free to look at that. Remember, hey, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you want to. If you don't, it's all good. And then I want to say a special thank you to Connor, man. He's always jumping on my videos and stuff. So, man, I appreciate it, brother. I hope y'all have a great day, a safe day. And what do we say from the hashtag Dirty South? Keep your head up, your eyes up, your head on a swivel. Deuces. I'm out. Peace.